What do you think of other people's opinions? Hey, Jason here, and if you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through Joburg, walking around different areas, showing you how beautiful it is here. And most importantly, you've been seeing me talk about success, what it is, and how to get it in the three areas of life that I focus on, which are happiness, health, and wealth. And so today I was I was listening to You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor, and I decided I wanted to just read this one paragraph to you because it really stood out to me and it really made me start questioning, like, what do I really think about other people's opinions? Like, I've asked myself these questions in the past, but I keep asking myself that on a continuous basis. Like, am I caring about what other people think of me? Am I taking into heart what other people's opinions of life are? And the reason why I ask these questions to myself, I'm going to explain after I read this. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. So here Bob says, most people who fail to accumulate enough money to live in the style that they choose are the same people who are the most easily influenced by other people's opinions. For instance, they are often the people who let the writers of economic doom and gloom, whether in the newspapers or on news broadcasts, do their thinking for them. And I thought this was really deep. Like, I'll be honest with you, I quit watching mainstream media, any type of media outlet. Oh man, it's been maybe 7 years now, good 7 years strong. And because of that, like, there's a lot of things in life, like, I don't have opinions on, especially a lot of the things that's going on in the world now. When I see people talking about it on the internet or something, and I'm just like, I don't get the point of it. So, like, one of the things is like, all of the different gender pronouns and stuff like that. Like, I don't have an opinion on it. I'm like, look, if someone tell me they want me to call them a certain way, I'm gonna show them the respect and address them how they want to be addressed. I just approach that on a person by person basis. Like, just correct me if I say something wrong, and then I'll adjust from there. Instead of getting all opinionated or getting hyped up over things that I can't change. If you saw the video where I talked about how when I read the Serenity Prayer, I take it to heart. Like, I really do take that to heart. Like, things that are not in my power to control or change, I don't care about them. And it doesn't mean a negative thing. Like, I don't want to see anybody going through this world getting hurt or anything like that. But what I am saying is, I can't be putting my energy into things that aren't my battle. They aren't directly affected by me. I literally just travel the world. I live a nomadic life. I'm learning new cultures all the time. So on a continuous basis, I'm learning about different people. And at the same time, while I'm learning about different people, I'm learning we're not that different at all at the same time. So it's like it's pretty funny. And so let's finish up with the reading. So then from there, he says, but as Napoleon Hill pointed out in his great book, Think and Grow Rich, opinions are the cheapest commodities on earth. In fact, almost everyone has a flock of them ready to be foisted upon anyone who is willing to accept them. And really think about this. The last time you wanted to do something about your life or change something about your life, or just do something outside of the norm of your family structure, how many opinions were people throwing at you? I can tell you straight up, everyone who I told that I was coming to South Africa told me I was making a mistake. And I'm telling you, this was the place I had to come to get healing over the passing of my wife out of nowhere. Um, Other people's opinions are not going to usually progress you to where you want to be. When you have these thoughts and these ideas, these things about your life that you feel like, man, this might be my calling or this might be my purpose, you need to go for it. Do not listen to other people's opinions. If they're not a cheerleader telling you like, yo, man, I believe in you, hey, that would be wonderful, do it. Don't listen to nothing they say. And that's how I live my life. And then he says, therefore, if you know you have been unduly influenced in the past by other people's opinions, make up your mind right now. Before you before you read any further, that from here on in, you are going to heed your own counsel while keeping an attentive ear keeping an attentive ear open for God's counsel. Remember, if you do, there is absolutely no reason why you cannot become financially successful within a very reasonable period of time. And this is talking about money. This chapter's talking about me and money. However, I want to just talk about it like with my personal life, my mental health, my emotional stability. When I ask myself the question of, okay, God, what do you want me to do next? Where am I supposed to go from here? If you everything that I was studying from here on out kept explaining to me, there's nothing thrown upon you that you can't handle. We hear this all the time, but when you're going through the shit, like you're like, yo, man, I don't think this is very, very accurate. And as I was going through the emotional roller coaster of no longer having Cece here with me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was just like, yo, this is some bullshit. Like everybody just been fucking lying to me. It's some bullshit. But then I was like, something deep down said, you believe this. And so I asked the question. And one of the things, if you listen to a lot of new age psychology people, they tell you need to ask yourself questions and don't be afraid of the answer that comes to you. And then I asked myself, like, what's next? Where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? I know I wasn't going to stay in the U.S. And even being back in Colombia, it was just too much depression and sadness. So I couldn't be there either. And then Johannesburg, South Africa popped in my head. Once it popped in my head, I bought a plane ticket, one way to get here. And 8 months later, I'm telling you, like, I'm thriving in a place of mental stability and true happiness that I wasn't going to have anywhere else. And this is what it means by keep an attentive ear open for God's counsel. When you ask yourself these questions, you're gonna hear a voice. And the more powerful the question is and how sincere you really are talking about it, the more powerful the answer is going to be. And most people around you are not going to agree with the answer that you get. I'm telling you straight up. This is the difference between the winners and losers in the world. The winners go when they hear God's counsel, when they get these downloads, these thoughts, and they're just like, okay, let's just go with it. And the losers go listen to other people's opinions. Don't listen to opinions of people who are not in the field that you're trying to do. If you're saying, yo, I want to quit working a 9-to-5 job, I want to become an entrepreneur, don't go take counsel. Don't listen to people who are working a 9-to-5 job. They cannot tell you how to be an entrepreneur. If you want to go and get six-pack abs and get ripped, you need to go find the fitness guy who has six-pack abs and ripped that can teach it to you correctly. Don't mean everybody that has it going to be able to teach it to you. Just go and start looking for those people with the physical results. And then you just start going around and seeing which teaching style works for you. And that's the same way with money. It's the same way with relationships, everything. Like, don't take advice from single women and single dudes that's never been married or never had a long-term relationship. Like, I see all these people talking about marriage advice and they've never been in a marriage. And I'm telling you, the stuff they're telling you is a complete lie. If you talk to people who have been in a marriage that actually lasted until the vows, not divorce, people who've been in a marriage that's lasted until the vows or still in a long-term marriage over 10 years, they will tell you completely different things than what people are telling you in popular mainstream media right now about relationships. And so I just wanted to share that paragraph with you. I definitely recommend you reading this book, You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. And look, just have a great Saturday. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. And just remember, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.